Alright, good morning everybody. Welcome back to another stream. Today's Wednesday. It's Wednesdays, my dudes. But you guys already know that. Want to come in a bit early because we're already getting moves down, so it should be nice to sort of see where this stuff goes and from there react accordingly. Yesterday was a pretty interesting day. Didn't get everything we wanted in terms of drop down, but that's kind of to be expected. Nowadays, they just don't really like giving us exact to the pins. They just like playing with us here and there. But I mean, to be honest, like just a little bit would have been perfect. But again, like I've said before, not really looking for perfect, just looking for something that's tradable. And off the back end of Monday, you can see that whipsaw. We already sort of discussed that on the Discord, so join the Discord if you have not already. So we discussed that as like, okay, you're just trading the break, and you can see that break low took out the stops from those traders who traded the bear flag and just ran with it the opposite way. And the same thing can be said on that Tuesday as well, and that's why it's again just super easy sort of things. They trade the flag, they trade the short break, and they get in for a surprise when price does the opposite of what they really want to do. This box is not exactly where we want it to be because it was Monday's relativistic high, not Tuesday's. As you can see, I need to move it up just slightly to that white line, as you can see here. So we'll do that white line, yellow line. There we go. So I'm already sort of seeing that we're in the weekly range. And the weekly range, for those who are not in the know, is just a Tuesday and Monday high and low. And that's all it is. Nothing too difficult, nothing too hard, nothing too overcomplicated. This is our range that we set for this week. So I'll clean that chart up. Now that we set a range, you can see Asia came in. It was Asia's range that exploded up high, and we didn't even get the typical Asia consolidation. I mean, we did get it in New York. I mean, not New York, London. But we did get a sort of stop hunt, peel away, and now we run the risk of doing the same thing. If we go and look at the orders here, we can see we collected a bunch of longs here, and this is again new found territory within this week. And we did create clusters of longs here, as you can see here, very much an insane amount of longs collected with very sort of low liquidation levels, which is surprising. But I mean, again, it's just about trading what you've seen and what we saw in the charts for just a sort of peel down, and that was enough to sort of liquidate that. And you can see that massive offset of liquidations that we had from those shorts was enough to sort of bring the charts up to sort of this price. But we're sort of looking at the charts right now as like, okay, now we've sort of developed these insane sort of larger sort of longs with very low level of liquidations. So we can safely say that looking at the charts, we're pretty tapped out. Good morning, good morning. Always nice to have you here, Spicy. And you know what I forgot to go on? The Discord. I don't know who's streaming. Oh man, I'm just in cold, so it's just my mind's all fuzzy. So, but if I say dumb things, you're about to. I don't know, man. I always say dumb things, so nothing new, I guess. But I'll probably say something even dumber. You know me, Mr. Dumb. But looking at sort of how things are, this is sort of where we are in the view app. We were trading on it all the way throughout London, expecting that sort of drop. Insane start to the week? Yeah, insane start to the week. I mean, it's to be expected, really. I mean, after sort of what we sort of hammered in yesterday, I mean, this is now left open. We can sort of ignore that now. The sadness. But considering how we had to condense 3 days, like a week's worth in like basically a couple of days, just because Thursday is going to lead us with a lot of stuff. We got where is it? Oh, I'm stupid. Am I stupid? Yes, I am. But where exactly am I stupid? Interesting. Did I miss it? No. Yeah, initial shoppers came. Where's FOMC? Not FOMC. Oh, is that today? GDP. Yeah, we got GDP today. That's why I came in early. Pending home sales, I mean, we already know they're down. I mean, let's see, forecasting, yeah, of course, it's going to be down. Ugh. Who's trying to buy a house in this economy, realistically? Oh, we've got Fed Powell. This guy's going to say something stupid. Hell yeah, we're pumping before. Hell yeah. Up fat. Fed speaking at 1:30 is key. Mark that in your time calendars. Or not time, it's just calendars. See, like, I'm delirious. What was I looking for? PC price index, personal income, that's important. Core PCE. Yeah, basically it's stacked. Was it the Friday? Yeah, Friday. Okay, Friday's going to be insane. There we go. We got unemployment and non-farm payroll. These are always sort of really crazy anytime we get those, and they're usually sort of skip days, and we've basically had to condense everything and just had to get everything succinct with like across the board for that drop. So that's something that you want to say, oh, okay, you know what they're planning, they're already this high up, any sort of higher just clears out this in terms of weekly sort of range, and it's sort of safe to say they're not really gonna be stuck inside this sort of range bound territory. They're going for something else. If they're above 17,500, and I've said that before in Discord and in that short video that I did on the weekend, 17,500 is a nice sort of area to sort of look at and say, okay, as soon as we come to that, we start coming into the 25% sort of between 10k and 20k. No, yeah, 25 percentile area here, which is like the third quarter between the two. Being in the third quarter puts us in sort of not no man's land, but puts us in a nice territory to say longer term, if we start reclaiming that level, it's bullish, arguably. But as you can see, it looks very far away, but as soon as we sort of clear that, it's less far away. It might take time, but it becomes sort of inevitable, and that's on like a retest and a reclamation. I can't say it even if I tried. Reclaiming, recommendation. Words, man, it's just too much. This is what I mean. Again, major quarter between the two. Right now we're stuck between the 15k and 17,500, which I for the rest of the year. Hell yeah. I mean, the year's not over. I mean, it's only 30 days. I mean, not much of a retirement. Like, technically I should be retired. I don't know. Why am I still here? Just to suffer? I think it is. No, but yeah, we're in between this quarter, and we sort of move out between those sort of between the sort of 25 pip area here. So we're very close. I mean, once we start doing that, we want to start sort of tapering above and eventually hit 20k, and then that's sort of a very far projection. But again, rejection of this sort of area, and then we just come in, spike high, and not even bother holding above 17,250, 250, or even 1700 even. We're sort of looking very barren, and maybe we get that third low revisit to 15, or maybe even 14. We've been looking for 14 for quite some time. Next sort of major quarter areas and range would be, if we break this, we hit up into sort of 25-ish area here, maybe even 100 away, sort of clear this sort of clean, and we can start pushing towards that 25,500 or 12,500. Yeah, 12,500 area. But generally, looking at this already, again, people will be trading that, I think, as a retest short. Maybe we come in 16,500, or we finally bother to fill this out, and we finally can stop being a bunch of grumpy people. But I doubt we do that. Just looking at sort of, if we come in, we're just looking to just retest this area, complete off the weekly retest here. If we retest this is bullish. In no stretch of the imagination, it will be bullish. You have a weekly range. We have something that we trade back to. It's somewhere where we can pick up and like add long to in 9 times out of 10. But there's that odd case where we don't get anything here, and they just sort of come in, and they come in under, and that's sort of the weekly top area here. So if we come in, cushion it here, we're better standing. But if we come in start having a debilitating sort of area of sort of longs, breakout longs. We'll start pushing back down into the middle of that range on that week. So it's all dependent on where we have the orders, and looking at sort of what we have now here and what we've been developing, it's looking like they'll just take it up one more time from the looks of things. So it's not in a position to be in sort of a short right now, but it's something that we ideally want. And remember, we don't always get our ideals. Looking at sort of the order book, and you can see that sort of not even slow, decent slow stagnation of sort of longs entering into the market. Where on the opposite fact that we haven't got too much sort of too many long liquidations, whereas we've been taking out a lot of the shorts. So a lot of the shorts in the market have been sort of definitely sort of pushed out here. So those who are entering in very sort of late into sort of moves here and don't really know how to trade the break of here, and traded that flag pattern and decided, you know what, it's still going to come down, it's still going to come down, I can believe, and so on and so forth. You know how they fool themselves and so on and so forth, but that's neither here or there. That's just me ranting. I guess, I don't know, I stopped caring after a while. It's only been 11 minutes. God damn. I'm sitting in cold sweats. Someone save me. No, enough joking around. Again, we saw that sort of cluster, and we saw that easy sort of break into that, just easy sort of, just do the opposite again, just do the opposite. We got these longs, just do the opposite. We get a revisit higher. We get people happy saying, oh yeah, it's gonna play out. The flag's gonna play out. Oh my god. This time it'll be different, sort of thing. You know, the notion that they could replay to themselves in their heads. Like, oh my god, it will work this time, the book told me so. But it never works. It does sometimes though. Only in select and few sort of areas. The only sort of contention, again, to that area is where we have these sort of massive sort of cells coming in. That's just being eaten up relatively, with some relative ease. And again, we saw that sort of bullishness territory coming into here, and with some level of sort of absorption coming in from the sort of spot book. So unless they're sort of slowly averaging in and offsetting and just playing with their food, nothing sort of tells me that they're not gonna really look to. And it doesn't look like it's going lowers off the table, because they're happy to average. And you can see where they've been averaging heavy here, heavy sort of here as well. Again, they're slowly entering into the markets, and this again looks like a decent amount just for one sort of tick. Easy sort of say, okay, we had to push up, we had to sell some off, someone ate the short end of the stick. Maybe if we need to go up higher to sell some to those buyers, we could definitely do that. But generally, we're looking to come down. Again, 17,500, where we have that sort of massive sort of cluster of sort of cells that will act as a cushion, as sort of potential sort of reabsorption if we need be. So at that top of that range. So that's where that madness comes in. So where, okay, you know what, this looks not grandiose, but this looks very appealing to most people. It should do. And in most cases, people trading this will probably not know that there's volume there and there's support there. Because heaven and earth. Oh god damn, that's too much. Oh, there we go. It's just basically the same thing. Yeah, it's slightly better, I guess. Looking at sort of spot Ethereum, a lot of buys coming in here, and they just capped off and just said, you know what, you're not going any higher. Go for a swim, mate. And we saw that sort of, now they're sort of panic selling, pushing up. Again, same sort of thing we're looking at with I feel no retrace. It might be one of those instances where no retrace. They just take this and just push down and pump it. Jesus, seriously, pump it off of the back end of this. I mean, yeah, no, I can't really argue like a case for a pumping, unless they're just being total degenerates and like they're just saying, you know what, Thursday, Friday, we're gonna just pump it. Oh, okay. Only problems? Everyone, yeah, exactly. Everyone expecting up. Everyone expecting up. Oh wait, actually, this is important. We need to pay attention to Binance futures quickly. Coming closer. That's the thing. Maybe, but then again, a lot of people like us are expecting down. So maybe we expect the unexpected. Nah, that's not really probable cause. I mean, looking at this, you can see that they're buying into, buying and are longing into sort of the VWAP here again. We usually associate these with sort of swing failures. So that's something that we may look to. So maybe there's that retest down. I mean, we need to sort of, whilst this sort of mellows out, we need to sort of look at the news and see when exactly things are coming in. 15 minutes for some sort of news coming into today again. Oh, we got I don't know what that is. GDP growth. That should be nice. As long as we're above forecasted, we're good. Anything below forecasted, we're bad. Consensus as well. I mean, they're projecting higher, and I think that's why price did end up going higher. They're like, okay, you know what, it's projected higher. Anything below sort of the growth rate that we wanted, that was consensus, is sort of really sort of bad, and we sort of drop out. So maybe we see that drop coming in, and this is just leading people, leading the horse to like a river, and the horse is not really drinking it. As soon as he drinks it, we start and decide, you know what, it's not reaching his belly. We're gonna lap his head off. All trades been long this week for me. Hate being this bullish. Feeling weird. Exactly. This is the bear market. Come on, guys. Go lower. No. All seriousness. Yeah. Like considering like we did go up prior to these rates being so they sort of just pricing that number in, and I think that's the key thing. So they probably expect it to fall under, if in most cases. If it doesn't fall under, we'll see a further push up, but generally if we're on the mark, it won't really bother going up any higher. So generally that's what we're sort of trading this into a short. Next sort of a counterpoint is when we have that balance speaking at 130. Other than that, there's not too much to say that okay, things are going to go to I don't know, some weird place. Consumer spending as well. Damn, everything coming in. Yeah, a lot of stuff coming in. 10 o'clock as well. 10 o'clock will be nice. We want to see this number decrease. Sort of decrease, but at the same time, this decreasing as well, exponentially greater than the actually, because I mean, job openings will mean there's new positions, but again, are those new positions from those people who quit, and so on and so forth. So again, so actually, yeah, basically the typical sort of day: 8:30, 10 o'clock, and 1:30 for pivots. Can't get any more basic than that if we tried. Yeah. Again, those are your times trades. We're seeing that sort of stack up, seeing those get long. You're probably trying to do the opposite. It's daily imbalance territory here, so we're looking at this and saying, oh yeah, hell yeah, man. Trade that short. Move away from that. Whip it real good. I said whip it. God damn, I'm just such a comedian, aren't I? Private businesses and US trade, blah, blah. Oh, come on, man. I was just reading that. No, I mean, employment changes out. Time over anything else? Yeah. Time over anything else. I think that's what, like, just realizing that it's just like, oh, you know what, it saves yourself so much hassle. I don't need to be glued to the screen 24 hours 7. I've been taking naps, not because I wanted, because I need naps, because I'm in so much pain. You guys don't understand. Like, every day I wake up and like I'm just in so much pain. Like, usually I can fend it off by being sickly I've been recovering from a surgery, so it's like, ugh. Like I wake up, like my ribs are hurting. I don't know, like if I've been like sleep drinking, and like someone's been like taking me to a flight club, and I've been getting punched in the ribs, but I just feel so sore. Like there's no better way to describe it. And like my knees, of course, like I always have bad knees, but that's just from playing sports growing up, and like my bum left ankle as well from when I fell. Is this what it's like to get old? I hate it. I wish I was 17 again. Nothing. You just rubber bound all injuries. You don't feel anything. Wake up the next day, just fly into a brick wall. Keep doing that. I miss being young. Again, time is your killer. Yeah, my sister also got ribcage pain. God damn it, man. No, I did not get. Oh, god damn. Thank you for that comment. Yeah, my you know what, I need to go to the gym. That's what I need to do. Like, my pecs have been like turning into man boobs. You know what, this is meant to be a serious channel, but again, nothing's happening. What can I do? Like, tell me, what can I do? Like, oh, we know we want to go short here. We're just waiting for the break. We're waiting for the 8:30 sort of drop that we're gonna expect. If we expect it this early, then it's gonna probably recover for the entirety of the day. I mean, yeah, we got GDP growth. There's no point in trading this as an actual sort of. I mean, you can trade it, sure, and trade it with a very tight stop, but generally, there's no point looking at it and saying, huh. Yeah, I want to enter a large position trade here because I am a genius. Hates life and everything. I sound like your 14-year-old sister. Like, oh god damn, I'm not an emo, man. Like I'm a nihilistic. No, I'm just British. Like, sort of. No. Yeah, nah. I don't hate life. I don't choose to hate life. I think life hates me. That's the real thing. Like, life just woke up one day and just said, yeah, you know what? Yeah, you're not going to have fun today or ever. But no. Let's look at sort of our support and resistance levels again. That sort of retest here that we've been looking at and we've been sort of clustering up, eyeing up. Again, our rejection potentially here. Again, eyeing that up. Could lead us to that drop, and you can see why I love these levels so much. Big titty rain, man. Like I thought, you know what? Like, I blame the pandemic, man. I used to walk every day. I used to be fit as a fiddle. I used to be so skinny. I'm just fat. I need to get back and go to gym. Like once my stitches. Well, they took the sutures out yesterday. That's why I just wasn't feeling it yesterday. Oh, we're finally getting a rise up, but I mean it's nothing that's gonna be too impressive. Again, the fact that we had that offset of those longs very early on, it just tells me that they're just collecting to drop it. If best case, it just drops it here, but we're looking for better case or better aura. Good candle. Those levels are just basically areas or not areas, candles. Oh god damn! Oh, this is jittering. Wait, let's just quickly pay attention, and we need to pay attention to this real quickly. Coming in hot. Oh, yeah, nothing really interesting. Like I said, I mean, yeah, sure, they might reach for it a bit higher. Again, we'll reach for it maybe 19,900, maybe about here. But again, this sort of offset of longs, we're trading that down. Push it real good. Yeah. So these levels are basically so I mean they're a trend spider exclusive thing. I know a couple of other people here use trend spiders, but I think think this is like something I've come up with because I'm mentally not sound. So these candles talk to me. But so this candle is made up of 2 12-hour VWAP, and a blue candle represents where those 12 hours has just been the same. And I've thought to myself, so if those VWAPs have been the same, we can definitely say that there was a desire to keep volume around that level. So it's an important level. So you just take a 50% line and just mark it, and it just lets you create the most easiest support and resistant lines like in your life, like hands down. Like there hasn't been a lazier way for me to put a support and resistant line on without thinking. Like with this, I don't think. I see blue, I click middle, I'm done. There is no thinking. Yeah, I guess you can think of it as TPO profile composites, but it's just areas where you have volume throughout the day. Just match. It's just the highest volume area where a day has been balanced. It's just like a balanced day, like where they've come up, come down, but they've chose to keep volume protected there. And it just, again, you can do it from weekly, daily, 4 hour, 1 hour, and the lower you get, the less expectations you have for it to hold, and so on. But where do I have an appointment? But the lower time frame you have, 7:12. Okay, that's annoying. Yeah, but the lower expectations you have for it to sort of hold. So a day, you're holding it for a longer time than a 4 hour or 1 hour, but you're still holding them, and they're still very accurate. And for those again who are new, just take these numbers. Like if you don't have TrendSpider, just grab whatever, grab Bookmap, just grab anything that you can write levels down on, and just mark these levels off. Because guaranteed, they will help you. Green ones for a month, orange is a week, and blue is 1 day. So just grab these daily ones. You can see your daily resistance was up here. You can see how we traded there. And again, it's just always nice to have these numbers. And I've said it before. You don't have to have the software. I'm here pretty much every other day or every day. I don't know. I'm here basically. And you just copy these levels, just put them onto your own charts, be like, oh, okay, this is nice. This is really easy. Like, oh, whereas, like now I can play on recruit mode, man. I don't have to play on hard mode. And this is the 4 hour levels. So again, just grab these 4 hour numbers, stick into that. Do you expect us to go the next level above? Nah, not really. Like if you look at this, you can see we create this trap volume here. You've seen it within Bookmap. We already know this is resistance. You can see those 4 hours just coming in, creating that volume resistance here. Sure, we tapped it. We got a lot of short traders out. Some saving grace, but we want it to be here. Like ideally be here, maybe even trade slightly higher, but ideally 16,500. Like drop it a level. We have too many longs in this market to not want to go down lower, and that's just where I'm at. I can be wrong. Again, I've been wrong once or twice before. But yeah, I think increasingly so because I'm hopped up on some. No. Yeah, this is why I don't get any new people watching me. They just get scared off. Like, what is this guy on? I'm on everything. Just don't know it yet. But yeah, again, so that sort of push up, but really didn't amount to anything. Just stopped here, just collecting longs, still looking at it. Another 2 more minutes before we sort of break news embargo on the East Coast. The East Coast, yeah. On wherever coast New York is in, West Coast, I don't know, I don't care. Yeah, I pretend to care, but I stopped pretending at some point because it doesn't matter. You guys are not important over in US. So seeing those longs coming in, probably might be better to say, yeah, we should sort of drop this. I mean, if we get a drop, it's based off of news we expect rips, or we trade it down to a point. If it trades back up, that's your point to sort of say, okay, true direction, probably come back down. So you can counter it on the second wing, and I'll show you what I mean. Go back onto sort of this shot here. You can see the whipsaw here. When we got that news release, we came back up. Then this only really stopped at this area because we had volume here. But normally you could have just counted that back down. Like it's like super easy. It's just, okay, we whipsaw down. We saw the break long. Saw the break of the range. Okay, sure. It's not rocket science. It's clearly not. Like whipsaw entails two sort of prongs. First move down based on full news release. In this case, our news was at 12, so we expected something to happen at 12. Prior to 12, we broke down. So you traded up to 12 and you decided, okay, at 12 o'clock, you don't care where it's at. You're just letting go because you know they're going to drive it back another way because the assholes, for lack of a better word. And they're going to drive it back down. And they did. In this case, they held it because they had volume and they had reason to because they wanted to go higher. But in some cases, this short trade here leads into a much better trade. And just understanding that. Yeah, nothing new. Okay. Which chat in Discord may I ask? My own hopium supposedly. Your own hopiums. Yeah, just like wherever, just at me. Like my name's Rain on Discord. Just at me so I can see. As long as I can see it, I'm fine. Like Bookmap was meant to put like my links in the chat. I don't think I chased up on them. I don't know. I forget, man. If you guys have been here for a decent amount of time, you know how crazy I am. No joke. Okay, let's talk about Ethereum before someone shouts at me. It's like, oh, you never do Ethereum. What's your beef with Ethereum? Yeah, I got beef with Ethereum. It's garbage. Come at me now. I'm sorry. There we go. Another reason why you pay attention to that. We came up into it, pushed down. Like there's nothing much to say. It's just trading levels. I mean, what do you want me to say? Like it's trading worse off. I mean, in this instance, we're looking for like to drop it back down 100. Damn, 100 points. That's insane. Thinking about it. Like let's jump out into higher time frames because we have Bookmap for tick data. There we go. Yay! Yay! Down we go. Hopefully that leads it further down. Not really getting the magnitude I'm expecting. It just does look like it's trying to be bullish here, which is infuriating, to say the least. So hopefully that finds its way down. Look at Ethereum. You've got a massive wall up here. It's an insane amount of pressure, but I mean prior to that you do have sort of longs already just created here. So I doubt they want to go for reach. I think that's just there to stop it pushing up. What's your overall thoughts on the market? Push it down, hit it into a retest. Best case you're looking for is hitting up into the weekly range high, potentially here. Once you're here, you're happy. If we can bounce from here, you're very much more happier than the next person who doesn't know why you're happy here. But if you can find it here, you're very happy. Even if we go a bit lower, I mean, if we mark out where we're 50%ing at is basically all the way down here. That's a bit of a saddy bear. But you're more happy here because you have a lot of volume support here from spot. You have a lot of collection of sort of longs here from spot, and we know that there was a lot of absorption here. There was a lot of absorption here, and then finally they re-added here before pushing up. So if they re-add here on a retest, it's ever so much more. It's words together more bullish. There we go. How's that for English? Ooh, bullish numbers. Interesting. Got bad growth rates. 4.3. Beats forecasters, which shows, yeah. Okay. Ooh, hell yeah. Woo. I don't know why market's going down. Ah, no. Help. Market's confusion right now. What number is causing it to go down? Yeah, sales is up. Let's see. Prices. Maybe we're waiting for job openings for it to push down. Blah, 9 billion downs. Interesting. Bullish numbers, which is nice. Very much so nice. So hopefully we can get this ball rolling. Hey, I don't know if I put the ball. God damn, man. These Twitch chat bots are back. It's already looking stronger. I guess that was the reason for that pattern that looked kind of like a retest, maybe a bit stronger. Not an Ethereum. Go away, Ethereum. Here, but again, part of me wants it to go lower. It's just one of those things. Maybe I'm just a player hater. Maybe I'm not suited for this. I mean, we still have 30 minutes left before I go totally insane, but I only can keep the sober demeanor up for so long before I go insane. I'm joking. No, I'm not. But again, it does look like a nice little retest. So if it starts pulling up, you probably might want to see its long. So we do have good numbers. It's very hard to say buy here because generally I'm not one to advocate buying this high, especially on this range. I like deeper seeded retracements just because I'm greedy like that. Because if you don't enter in here, then what are you really doing with your life? I mean, it was like a 2-minute video I did on the Discord. I mean, come on. Like, if you don't have 2 minutes to know how to trade, then like, what can you do in your life? You got that short area here, long cluster here, but if we start breaking, I mean, we've been sort of, it's no longer gonna do this. We might expect a double top, like best case, like, because remember we talk about outside structures or choo-choo trains where we have a large sort of area of longs outside, then we push into a consolidation. The longer this goes on for, the more we sort of say, you know what, it starts to spell trouble. And it starts to spell trouble in sort of two ways. Either it goes down and you sort of out of the trade because it sort of blew past your time limit, or it just goes up and just gives you a nice little double top and you miss it for some whatever reason. So those are your sort of best cases. Again, we're just waiting on for more news because again, this lackluster, to say the least. Doubt they priced in this sort of data, which is interesting because I want to look at ES to see what they did with ES. Oh, ES is not in a bullish space. Oh, god damn, that just creates an infinite amount of trouble for us. No, not really. I mean, looking at this, comes in here, your sort of stop for shorts is here. This trades up very sort of much, a lot of longs, so this could definitely indicate some sort of failure coming in. Maybe we start capping it off here, back at this area, and just start collecting it there, but definitely not over from the downside point of view. Hell yeah, I just convinced myself to go bearish. More down. More blood. More wine. More everything. Let's see what top headline is saying. Banks are short more than 1 trillion in capital. Oh, come on, man. Don't do that. don't do that. Don't give us hope. Like, don't do that. The new year is nearly upon us. Anyone So Walken, who makes a bold case that banks were short over 1 trillion in capital at the end of the second quarter. Jesus. This is only going to get worse as Fed's hiking rates. He was, yeah. Quantitative easing, now quantitative tightening. Oh god damn, these guys love the quantitativeness. Ugh. Disgusting. Negative. Yeah, banks. Obviously banks are going to be short. Let's go. Oil. Haha. Oh, gold's been dying. Thank you. Interesting. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, you guys can read this in your own time. It's market watch. I don't know It's just paid subscription. It's like $10 if you want news. I like these guys for news. But generally, like they have nothing. If banks are doing one thing, you want to be doing somewhat. If they're telling you one thing, that you want to be doing the other. Like if they tell news outlets, yeah, do this, just do the like. You see Jim Cramer, like do I even need, like there's a Twitter account that does the inverse of whatever he says and does good. Like it's that level of news. Like just do the opposite of like large news funds. Like anything. Like that goes with anything in life. Just go against the grain. Like, because it's just so boring doing what everyone else does. I mean, like it's already done before, man. Come on, man. Let's see. Where is Inverse Kramer, man? I love me some Inverse Kramer. There we go. Jim Cramer says 4 like stocks, 4 industries right now over tech. Short, just short these. Like if you're saying long these, short these. Food about to go on a diet. Like there we go. God damn. I love Apple. He put me on in block. Any position Jim Cramer is in just does historically bad. Like, and I can keep laughing at him. Netflix buy. Oh, poor Jim Cramer, man. Oh, it's so funny. Yeah, it's a very cool Twitter account. It's Inverse Kramer ETF. With parentheses, not Jim Cramer, for those wondering. Very much just gives you the market sentiment for the day. Like anything Jim Cramer says, just look at that and just do the opposite. Just have the opposite bias. And I'm telling you, you will do good in life. Like there is no ifs, ands, or buts. If he says buy foods, buy industrials, buy pharmaceuticals, don't trade pharmaceuticals first off, unless you know the pharmaceutical industry, because like pharmaceuticals, like you think crypto is a beast. Pharmaceuticals, like on a dime, can just go up and down. Like it's crazy. Oil, oh god damn, oil. But he's telling you to buy, just don't buy it. Just do the opposite. Just short those stocks. Like now we know we're shorting oil. Oh, god damn, I need to look at oil. Actually, I want to look at gold. Let me look at gold real quick. Yeah, just in no man's land, like just pretty much. Not really. Like look at the 4 hour, you can just mark this out and say boom, hello. Maybe create a stock. Actually, not really. It's already trapped longs here, so maybe we just drop it. I mean, but if we drop it into this, because we're looking to do the opposite. If this goes down, everything else goes up relative. Because that means people are just like saying, "Oh no, it's not too risky. Let's go and buy some stocks and sell our gold shares." If it looks risky, they'll just push it up and say, "Oh, you know what? Gold is a safe bet." And they'll exit positions once Jim Cramer says to buy gold. And that is the moral of how life works. Circle of life. Buy when Jim Cramer sells, sell when Jim Cramer buys. And only then can you mask. Because you know he's shorting it. Guy is such a liar. I know. Like, he must have figured out, like, oh wait, if I just say these things, these guys will buy it. These guys will become my exit liquidity. Like, he's the original crypto bro. Like, the crypto bros do that all the time. They just sell you to, like, I mean, I can't say it. I can't even say it without trying to get sued. So, but there's a certain someone on YouTube that loves to sue people and uses people as exit liquidity all the time. Actually, I think today at Goldman, I'm not all the way in. It's buying cryptos. That's it. You know what? Like, Tesla's good and all, but I just hate. I absolutely hate. What's his face? Rocket Man. What the bloody hell? Not Elton John. That was a good song. I like that. Elon Musk. Yeah, Elon Musk. I absolutely loathe him with a passion. I don't know why people buy his BS. Just eat it up day after day. he's done more bad for like the community than he has done good. Period. Like there's just don't argue with me on this. Like just okay. Like you think he sits in his like glass shit and he cares about you? No. My guy has no empathy, man. He has yeah, like I said, I'm not saying advocating SPY gold. I'm probably saying the opposite in terms of you're probably looking for it to come down off of that 4-hour sort of structure here. It's just trap longs. I mean, trap longs here, push down. It sort of got a bit of shorts here, push those out, got those into long positions as breakouts, and now they're trying to pull it down. So anything below sort of this 17.61, you're probably dropping it down, and ideally want to see it touch back at 17.31. Again, it's got a lot of gaps that it needs to fill out and fill out fast, like all the way to 16. So we'll see what ends up happening. But we zoom out to back into a day. It's like the weekly sort of target areas. Anything above here will probably reach for this week, but it'll take a while. We saw how we came above on this week and just start pushing into this, hammered about a bit, and just create those people to go short, slammed it. You can see, just do the opposite of what everyone else does. And there was your retest. Starts pushing up. Hopefully we come back down, trade a bit lower, take out some stops, then maybe look better off from there. But are we finally moving down? Are we finally? Come on. Don't do it to me. Stop staying up. If they stay up here, they'll probably drop it when Fed Bellend speaks. Fed Power. Austin Powers. Shagadala baby. Oh, yeah, they do when it speaks. But no, where was I with Elon Musk? Yeah. Stop idolizing him and stop giving him a platform. He's not good, man. He's terrible. Like, he's wasted so many investors' money and so many sort of people's just time with the Hyperloop. He's like, oh yeah, imagine. It's like, oh, this is me. This is Elon Musk. Imagine, guys, please imagine if we build something underground and we drive in like cars, but it's like not really cars, like buses that like underground, and they go from one area to another area, and they have stations. He's just describing trains, man. Like bloody hell, man. Bellend, man. Sorry, like I have a lot of bones to pick, like, and it's just like I don't. It's a cult, man. Like Teslas are not even that comfortable inside. Like they're more like a status symbol, man, at this point. Because like Tesla nerds, like, oh my god, you guys got Teslas? Oh wow. Ugh. Sorry. This is what happens when I'm sick and I'm allowed to have a mic. I get delirious. Looks like we trapped some along the way. Huge spikes at 39.80. We're now look for a pullback. 69. Futures 500. Yeah, sure. Let's look at that. Let's look at that. Yeah, I mean, this last week was just clear trap. Like, who among us is just like, other than retail traders, like looking at this and I was like, oh yeah, it's not really moving no matter how many longs there are. Oh yeah, definitely a good long. But yeah, I mean, sure, trapped some this morning, trapped some here. I mean, there was trapped already from there. Pulling up to 9.6. Yeah, I got some shorts. I mean, those shorts are pretty much out. We'll see if, I mean, they're starting to like trap volume here. Look, you can see here, which is interesting. But now it's like, okay, are those people getting stopped out, or are those breaks? Because again, I've done the impossible again. I've broken ES Bookmap again. I don't know how I keep breaking it, but this thing just keeps breaking. It just keeps on trying. I don't know what I press. It just breaks, and I can't do anything. And I miss it because I really like having Bookmap for ES, because it's just so much easier to say, okay, these guys are long here, these guys are short here. Oh, so easy. Instead of just saying, oh, these guys longs, oh, this guy short, I just see volume. Sorry, I don't know who's still watching. Yeah. So, hi guys, if you're still watching, why? Number one, Number 2, thank you. Number 3, yeah, you got me, man. Oh god damn, man. I definitely need to get be on some form of medication. Like, doctor asks oh yeah, what seems the problem? Here, my whole life. Yeah, like I said, these are usually long failure patterns pushed down, getting some more longs, starting to come up internally. The only sort of issue is it's also a cluster of short, but I mean that's sort of more pertinent to this area here. I mean, if you outweigh the two, the ever so slightly, not ever so slightly, this humongous long area here, this big nose, just present here. Look, it can smell the fear. It can smell you guys, because you guys are shorting. Oh no, you guys let go of your short. Oh, it's so sad. And now it's gonna go in the direction you thought it was gonna go. Tough luck. Too sad. Mad cause bad. You know, I might as well just end it here. I've been going for like 15 minutes, and I feel myself getting crazier and crazier, and I'm starting to lose sort of touch of reality. You guys should know what to sort of trade for today anyway, and how to sort of trade today. I mean, like last time we talked about Solana and so on, about hitting sort of these levels. We're sort of expecting a push down. Again, just get this indicator. It's trading sessions. It's free. It's made by me. It just gives you this. We come up 10 o'clock. We push down. If we push down, we start creating a ledge of closes of volume or on Bookmap where we create these shorts. Then we're sort of reversing. But we sort of come up and just say, okay, we're pushing in. We're rejecting now. We expand this range down, rejecting. Then we sort of push down into there. This is where you ultimately want to go long, and then push it back into some sort of normalcy. Again, for pivots, you're looking at 130. So set an alarm at at say 1. Set an alarm at 9:45, which is very soon anyway. It's in 45 minutes. So you guys set an alarm in 45 minutes for the first sort of directional change. Then 1:30 for the second directional change, caused potentially by a sort of Chairman Powell speaking. How far are you with range up trading view indicator? Not far at all. Like not that I forgot about it. It's just I don't know. It just seems hard to do. Maybe if I applied myself, I could do it. I don't know. It's just finding a way to represent it. It looks weird. I don't know. Maybe I should try it. I'll see. Interesting. Yeah, it'll be interesting. I don't know. It will take. Just get trans. It was on sale, man. Come on. Everything was on sale. You'll get Christmas sale as well. Like everything. Just wait for everything to go on sale and just renew them, like on sale, on the sale prices. So it just adds onto your next one. And then you don't have to worry about anything. Like, cause out of anything, like Black Friday wise, you should have just grabbed. Looks like we travel also. I'm gonna stay safe. I'm gonna sit on my hands. Yeah, sit at your hands. Maybe touch some grass. If we ideally you're looking for this sort of pair down, but if it's pair downs, you're pairing back. If you're looking for an opportunity to short, you're probably shorting back at this area anyway to sort of push it back down. If we don't get it in one sort of swing, if we sort of start peeling in between the range, stop moaning and just make it. Oh my god, I don't moan. I do, but not for you guys. Oh. God damn, I am not in a healthy state of mind. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. Maybe when I'm feeling like I need a challenge in life. Right now, I want to live an easy life. I like living an easy life. Coming down again, we're expecting those reactions. I think the first reactions that pulls it up a bit could be the better reaction, because it again just reaffirms that people to go more short. Then we pull it back up, come back into a cluster of longs, start building longs, then push it back down in one fell swoop. or not one final swoop rather, instead of one fell, because it's not a fell swoop. If it's a 2, it's English. Instances where we may be bullish, I don't know, man. It's not really. No, I don't know. No, yeah, no. Maybe a retest above here, best case, but realistic, no. So just trade back into the range and expect it to trade back into the range, ideally. Like that's all I'm gonna leave off with for today. So again, thank you guys so much for putting up with my dumbass. If you've, that's not a swear word before you start arguing. If you want to watch the beginning and see how we develop these ideas, or see yesterday's review, go ahead and do that. Open chat. There we go. How long have I been trading? Too long. What feel like eternity? These guys there. Yeah. Do I only trade crypto? No, I don't. I trade anything that can give me a rush. Anything that I can use to gamble with. Okay. Thank you guys so much for putting up with me. I know it's kind of sporadic. Hopefully I'm better by tomorrow. I don't know, man. Like, worst case, I'm better in 4 weeks when everything's healed, or when they say I've healed. But other than that, have a lovely day, folks, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.